Welcome to News9. I'm Nolan Pinto. Now, it is an unhealthy development for the state health minister. Karnataka's health minister, UT Khader's family, has reportedly encroached upon a plot of land belonging to a temple. The plot of land is in Bengaluru's Banashankari 6th phase, 4th block, and was given to the famed Kukke Subramanya temple by the BDA. The temple authorities had planned to set up an information center on that piece of land. The temple authorities had also paid an initial deposit of nearly 4 lakh rupees, but suddenly this January the money was returned by the BDA without ascribing any reason, and in the process the BDA, it appears, allocated the same plot of land to one Nasima Farid Memorial Trust. In fact, it is an unhealthy development for the state health minister. Karnataka's health minister, UT Khader's family, has reportedly encroached upon a plot of land belonging to a temple. The plot of land is in Bengaluru's Banashankari 6th phase, 4th block, and was given to the famed Kukke Subramanya temple by the BDA. Now, the temple authorities had planned to set up an information center. In fact, we now have with us Health Minister UT Khader himself. Mr. Khader, there are allegations that a memorial trust run by you has encroached upon this piece of land.
Hello?
Yes, Mr. Khader.
Yeah, see, UT's Nasima Farid Trust is run by my younger brother.
Okay.
And I don't have any connection with that. And one more thing I'd like to say, when I came to know this matter, yesterday I inquired with him. What was the details I got is he's running the institution from 8-9 years in a rented building. Last 7 years back, they are called for in the paper notification the site for the disabled institute, and 7 of them have applied.
All right.
And this application will be scrutinized by a committee, governing committee for that.
Okay.
In that committee, the only institution applying for the second time,
okay,
and for the disabled one, was this. And Kukke Subramanya, their trust, they have applied for the Varta Bhavan. They want a Varta Bhavan.
Yes, an information center. Yeah.
They want an information center. And the notification was done for the disabled institute. And what, according to the law, what notifications they have done, but this was coming under criteria, they have sanctioned that. And now the receipt, every 7 people who have seen the notice, who have taken the notification, and those who have applied, they will pay the amount receipt when they are applying. That, I think, that receipt is shown now. Now the question is whether the notification was done from that property, that land was for Varta Bhavan or for some other, or only for disabled institute. If it is only for disabled institute, and if even they have applied, and some institutions I can agree, and I came to know about this matter yesterday only. And I'll tell you one thing, let any committee take the inquiry, and if a misdeed is there, and if anything is there, I'm ready to face, I'll tell my family members to submit it immediately back. We don't, anything which is not comes under the preview of law. So now coming, applying for the Varta Bhavan under the Disabled Institute, which is not under the law, and with that receipt again coming and blaming who is in legally correct, I think it doesn't say, because that will be, it is only to, I think it is politicalized, I don't know what. But I am ready to say, if they come and tell me this thing is done by the institute, I am ready to help directly only. So whoever come there and who has given their grievances, I am there tomorrow evening in my office. They can come. Anything injustice done, I am the first person to do the justice. And concerning the temple, near my father's property, when the people of the area, they asked for the land for concerned on the adjacent side for building the religious place, immediately we gave, because all religion is equal. And we they had asked for some other people nearby, they never gave their own community. There is no question of having any holy places or something. Only see who is legal and who is illegal.
All right.
And I request you also, see the notification what has come out in the paper and see these people's application. If the notification has come for Disabled Institute and if these are applied for Information Center, then what can I do? And one thing I'm telling you, with the plea of the law, we don't want anything. And I've told my brothers strictly, very strictly, if anything misdeed is there, immediately they'll be also punished according to law, and this will be written, and the officer who has done also will be. And I have never spoken to anyone, and I came to know yesterday only this matter.
All right. So do you think, Mr. Khader, that somebody's trying to defame you?
100%. The 2-3, because I don't know why at this election time this has come. And we are from the past 1972, my dad is an MLA in this Mangalore constituency area, and not even 1 cent government land we have taken, or any concern from the government. We have never asked. From 17 and 72, my dad could have taken anything they wanted at that time. But not even 1 cent of government land, we have not asked for anything. And such a day, why should I do these things? And I am not called a concerned person. And I would humbly request you to talk to that one BDA commissioner one. And all the details I'll send it to you, because I came to do yesterday night, these things I couldn't. So by tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, entire details, what the notification has come, who has applied, and why these have applied. And this information I got now. When last time I spoke to your Kannada channel, I did not have this information also.
Right.
After I just collected these things, and I'm telling you this.
All right, Mr. Khader. Thank you very much for speaking to us and sharing all your views. That was Health Minister U.T. Khader stating that he has nothing to do with this particular memorial trust. It's run by his brother, and he says that he has spoken to his brother and that if anything is against the law, to return it. But as of now, he says that they have followed the due process of law, and that if those people have any trouble, they can meet him and they will sort it out. But he says that he's spoken to his brother. If there's anything against the law, then he will have to return it. Let's now find out about what's happening across the election, a nation. DMK chief M. Karunanidhi has expelled his eldest son Alagiri from the DMK. As expected, Alagiri has been ousted after his suspension from the party. Alagiri had been excluded from the DMK list of candidates for the upcoming Lok Sabha polls and was contemplating his political options. In fact, DMK chief M. Karunanidhi has expelled his eldest son from the DMK. As expected, Alagiri has been ousted after his suspension from the party. Alagiri had been excluded from the DMK list of candidates for the upcoming Lok Sabha polls and was contemplating his political options. Well, from on this, I'm joined by my colleague Arun. Arun, can you give us more information on this? And was this on expected lines?
Nolan, now there is some kind of analysis being seen as far as this development is concerned in the DMK household with MK Alagiri, who was actually suspended in January this year from the party, being formally shown the door. Now, one possible school of thought is that Alagiri over the last few days had shown his intent of probably going into a grouping which was pro-Modi or read NDA. Remember, he had a meeting with not just the BJP chief Rajnath Singh, but also had met up with Vaiko, who is the leader of the MDMK and which is a part of the NDA alliance. Remember, the BJP has sued up an agreement with 5 of the regional parties, including the Patali Makkal Kachi and Tollywood star Vijayakant's party, DMDK, of which Vaiko and MDMK is also a part. Now, the idea of expelling Alagiri could be to actually dissipate the possibility of more seats being won by the NDA and thereby bagging some seats for the DMK in the process. So, there is some kind of a strategy that some analysts are ascribing to this move. But one expects Alagiri to announce his intentions over the next 48 to 72 hours. Although at this point of time, he is unlikely to probably talk of floating a separate political outfit. Remember, he has been saying that he could be looking at a separate political outfit, but that could happen probably after the elections and not ahead of the elections, Nolan.
Right, Arun. Thank you very much for all those details. Now, DMK chief M. Karunanidhi has expelled his eldest son, Alagiri, from the DMK. Now, the Aam Aadmi Party is prepared to take Varanasi by storm today, as Arvind Kejriwal is all set to hold a public meeting in the holy city to announce his candidature against BJP's prime ministerial candidate, Narendra Modi. Now, Kejriwal arrived at Varanasi to be greeted by supporters at the railway station, but the love didn't last for long. Arvind Kejriwal, chief of the Aam Aadmi Party, arrived by train in Varanasi this morning and will go about asking the people whether he should take on Narendra Modi, the BJP's prime ministerial candidate there. Ahead of his rally, he took a dip in the river Ganga. Now, protests broke out as he entered the road, and even eggs were reportedly thrown at Kejriwal's car. Loudspeakers from his car were also removed after BJP workers protested. Now, all of this took place after Kejriwal took a holy dip in the Ganges. Senior leaders like Sanjay Singh are camping in the city for the past 2 weeks, while more than 5,000 volunteers from across the state had reached Varanasi by Sunday evening, and more are expected to arrive by Tuesday for the public meeting. The party has set a target of a crowd exceeding 1 lakh. In fact, Kejriwal now has stated it's not just about challenging Narendra Modi. He says that there are 2 main political parties that lead the NDA and the UPA. And one is ruled by Modi and the other by Rahul Gandhi. People in this country don't vote for a person. They become angry and vote against a person. Sometimes they make the NDA lose, sometimes they make the UPA lose. I am saying this time, let us defeat both the parties. He says that is what he's over here, to defeat both, not just Narendra Modi, but both. That is the NDA and the UPA. Now, ahead of this rally here, he was heard stating, and to quote him, "Fighting against Modi is a small thing. Saving the country from corruption is a big issue now. I prayed to God to give me the strength to fight and save the country," unquote.